By a show of hands, how many of you have been bullied at some point in your life?
At one point, I had confided in one of my friends that, I was kind of questioning my sexuality. Little did I know that there was another girl listening in on this conversation. For whatever reason, she felt the need to send this in a text to her friends. At that point, I wasn't out to my own family. I was harassed. I got texts, I got phone calls, and it was just like, where else do I have to go?
Before I transitioned to male, I was identified as male, but I was still very female-bodied, and this boy thought that the only way that I would ever realize what I was missing by being a girl was to sexually assault me. That was the first time I've ever been intimate with anyone, and so I had to go to court. I had to file police reports. I had to talk about it over and over and over again, and it ruined my ability to trust people. Yet he walked away with 20 hours of community service.
I think that they justify it in their minds or to other people by saying, they're asking for it because they appear this way, they act this way.
When we started shooting, the last season of Ugly Betty was really driven by my character's problems in high school. When he is getting pushed into a locker, when he's humiliated for the outfit that he's wearing to school, where he gets food, thrown on him. It's devastating. I could never imagine being in that real life situation and having to come to school the next day and face these people. What impact has bullying actually had on you?
You just feel like you're not as good a person. You just feel like they're taking who you are and they're cutting it down to a level that's insignificant to everyone. I mean, I literally felt like, what am I doing here?
So when you first heard about the recent suicides of gay teens, what were some of the first things that ran through your mind?
As someone who attempted suicide 3 times, I totally sympathized with how the victims were feeling, yet I was also extremely let down that no one was there to help them like people were there to help me.
Extremely crushing just knowing that any of these people could have been my friends, they could have been my classmate.
I came out and I had people who were there, my parents, my friends, to encourage me and show me that things were going to be okay. So to then see other kids out there were having huge problems to the point where they felt like they had to take their own lives. It almost made me feel guilty.
What responsibilities do bystanders have when witnessing someone being bullied or harassed in any way?
I think that the biggest responsibility that a bystander has is to get someone with maybe a little more authority involved, but in my case, I really wish that someone would have stepped in.
You are ethically obligated to intervene. I think if you see someone calling someone a name, or especially a group, you can't just sit by. You have to say something like, you know what, hey, what are you doing? That's not cool.
There's really no point in waiting for something to get better. There's no point in thinking that maybe one day after high school or after college my life will be able to be great, because we have the power right now to make it better.
People were reaching out to me on Twitter to make a video. I know what it's like to be bullied, and I know what it's like to not fit in. Mine was more about what the good things in life are, even though that there is that discrimination and that bullying in the world. That doesn't mean that it has to affect your life forever.
So in the same way that so many things can drive people to do such negative things, little things make people do positive things. No matter how big or how small the action, you need to go out there and do it.